What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Noir Cinematic. My name is Dimond, and today we have our first real video. So it is summer 2021, and the first half of 2021 movies and shows did not miss. Like at all. A lot of the movies that were supposed to be released in 2020 all got pushed to 2021 because a lot of companies didn't want to, one, take the risk of putting it out in theaters anyway, knowing that not every single theater would be open. Two, a lot of places had their movies released around March, April when the world was in the process of getting shut down. So they kind of paused it and re-released it in 2021. But for today's video, I'm going to talk about the movies coming in the month of July. I am going to link every trailer to every movie that I talk about in the comment box just so you guys can see the trailers for these movies. So this Friday, July 2nd, Netflix will begin launching their first of 3 movies in their Fear Street trilogy. Friday will be Fear Street 1994. Next Friday, July 9th, will be Fear Street 1978. And the Friday after that, which will be July 16th, will be the 3rd installment to the trilogy, Fear Street 1966. So Netflix has only released the trailer to their 1994 one, which is the one that's coming out on the 2nd. And I think they'll just release the trailers after each one is released. But based on the trailer, I'm very excited for Fear Street 1, 1994. And the reason why I say that I'm excited for it is because it's giving Stranger Things with a mix of Scream, like the Netflix show, with a mix of Final Destination. But it definitely is one of those things that I think everybody should probably watch. And because it's Netflix, I know Netflix in the horror department isn't really up there. Like, a lot of their horror movies don't actually scare me, barely even really keep me on the edge of my seat. So I would kind of give this like a psychological thriller type. Basically, there's a kid who is studying ghost witches, and everybody kind of is making fun of him. And so he informs one of his friends that some guy had just killed a couple of people in the mall the night before. So they go on an investigation, which basically opens up a can of worms for them. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. And that will be released this Friday, July 2nd. So make sure you guys go watch that. Another movie coming out this Friday, July 2nd is The Forever Purge. Y'all, I am such a huge Purge fan. I'm kind of shocked that they're dropping one because I'm not going to lie to y'all, I have not seen any type of trailers, any type of advertisement at all. And I follow film pages, and the only advertisement I saw was like a couple of days ago that said, hey, Forever Purge will be dropping Friday, July 2nd. I was like, what? I watched the trailer, and it is pretty different from the regular purges. For this purge, it's supposed to be the final purge. The last one, you know, it commences, and then when it's all said and done, they sound the alarms and life goes back to normal. However, in this movie, life does not go back to normal. People are going against the law, and they are purging nonstop. They do not care who you are. I think they're trying to kind of like escape from America into Mexico based on the trailer, because they mentioned something about Mexico's borders being open for 6 hours. So I'm guessing the movie is going to kind of take them through their journey in those 6 hours of trying to go to Mexico. I'm assuming. Looks interesting. It definitely looks a lot different than the other Purge movies, so I'm very interested in seeing it. Y'all should definitely check that out. It's only in theaters this Friday, and I don't know if I mentioned, but Fear Street is going to be on Netflix only. July 9th, we have Black Widow, which will be on Disney Plus as well as theater. So if you guys don't have Disney Plus, don't fret. It will be at the movies. Every movie theater is open now. If you guys live in Houston, they have an amazing drive-in called Moonstruck. I'm sure they're going to be showing it, so y'all should definitely go check that out as well. I'm a huge Marvel fanatic, so I'm ecstatic for this movie. I really do like Scarlett Johansson as an actress. I love her as Black Widow. So it's really nice that Black Widow is finally getting her origin story. And Florence Pugh is also in that movie. If you guys have seen Midsummer, she is the main character in that, and I really like her as an actress. It's very interesting to see her in this type of role because I'm not used to seeing her in an action role. And I did watch some interviews about Black Widow, and they did say that majority of the scenes is actually them fighting, so it's very, very intense. Black Widow is also directed by Australian female director Kate Shortland. I'm just very pro female directors, so definitely check that out. If you guys have Disney Plus, enjoy it from the comfort of your home. I have Disney Plus, so I'm probably going to watch it at home, but I do like the movie theater experience, so I just might see it in theaters. Might just do both. And as I mentioned before, Fear Street 2 is also going to be dropping on the 9th on Netflix as well, so definitely make sure that you guys check that out, especially if you guys like Fear Street 1. Fear Street 2 takes place in the year 1978. So it's also kind of giving like a American Horror Story 1984. It's giving American Horror Story 1984. That's the type of vibe that I get from the Fear Street trilogy. But I'm still excited, so definitely check that out. And then July 16th, the third installment of Fear Street will drop, and that is 1966. Now, I'm very interested to see that one. I'm more interested to see 1966 than I am to see the other two. And I think it's because it's taking place in a really, really different time. Like, I know the 70s was different, but like 1966, I'm very intrigued by. Haven't seen the trailer for it yet, but I'll probably repost the trailer on my social medias once they do drop them, just so if you follow me, you guys will be able to see what it is. Or what it is about, I should say. Also on July 16th, we have two big hitter movies. I call them big hitter movies because one is Space Jam and one is Escape Room 2. Space Jam is highly anticipated. If you say you haven't seen Space Jam 1, I really don't understand why. Space Jam 2 has LeBron James. It also features the voice of Zendaya, which really amazes me because, and I guess I kind of put this voice of Lola in my head, so when I heard it was Zendaya, it really did take me off guard, but in a good way. I'm really excited. Her voice is very calming, and I do kind of want her to keep moving on and going deeper into the voiceover part of film. Definitely needs to take over some more voiceover roles. So in this version, in this sequel of Space Jam, we have LeBron James' son has been kidnapped, and he's being held captive by Don Cheadle. I don't remember what Don Cheadle's name was, and the only way LeBron will get his son back is if he plays Don Cheadle in a basketball game. Basically kind of like the Monstars in the first one. They have these new characters, and it's just super cute. It's pretty funny. I really do like the Looney Tunes. Space Jam 2 New Legacy will be released in theaters and on HBO Max. Another movie coming out July 16th, as I mentioned, is Escape Room 2. I really enjoyed Escape Room 1. It definitely kept me on my toes, and Escape Room 2 basically has the same type of setup, but they're literally getting set up. But if you guys watched the first one, you guys know that at the very, very end, ended with them talking to each other, the girl and the guy, I don't really remember their names, but talking to one another, basically about how they're going to beat the game. And then it shows a simulation of them on a plane that is crashing. That is foreshadowing what's happening in the second movie. Based on the trailer, it seems like they are really getting caught up in all these simulations and getting tricked by these simulations. They're all in the subway. Subway messes up. It takes them all through the different escape rooms, and the end of the trailer actually shows them thinking that they escaped, but it shows that it's still all a simulation and they're all still in the game. I love Escape Room. I think the idea of turning it into a movie was a game changer. It's definitely scary. It's definitely made me not want to go to an escape room. So good job, in a good way. Two movies that are coming out on July 23rd is G.I. Joe Snake Eyes and Old. G.I. Joe Snake Eyes is a G.I. Joe origin for the character Snake Eyes. It stars Henry Golding from Crazy Rich Asians. If you guys saw Crazy Rich Asians, this is a completely different role from him. I was very, very surprised. I feel like he does his own action, well, most of his own action, but I was very surprised because these were two pretty different roles from what I've seen of him. And I really did enjoy Crazy Rich Asians. It's just, I feel like he, even though he was a main character, I feel like he was kind of like a background main character, versus this one, he's on the forefront. He's the focus. He's doing action. It's kind of funny based on the trailer, but I'm all for it. So I need to regroup when I talk about the movie Old. A family takes a vacation to a beach, and there's these weird rules written around the beach, like no kids allowed. They go to the beach and they find all these things from the hotel, like glasses, cell phones, just lined up along the beach, and it's super suspicious. And the youngest boy is in the water, and there's a body that washes up on shore. Well, that washes up next to him and brushes him, and he starts screaming. Everybody starts panicking and trying to figure out what in the world is going on. As the trailer progresses, it shows that everybody's pretty much aging. Like, the kids are aging. It has Alex Wolff from the Naked Brothers band, also from Hereditary. I like that they keep casting Alex in these thriller, alternate reality type of movies. I think this is a great forte for him. He kind of gives me like these blank stares that kind of gives him like a scary side. Anywho, everybody starts to age, and I think it kind of takes them through the progression of what would happen to them if they were at that age. The youngest girl, I think she has to be like 5 or 6 at the beginning of the trailer, ends up getting pregnant, and everybody just kind of freaking out. The people are dying, like older people are dying faster, time is moving fast. It's very interesting because it's very complex, and my favorite genre of movies are kind of like dystopian, alternate reality type of movies, and this kind of gives me that. So of course I am going to be in theaters the day that it opens to go see it. Again, y'all, I am dropping the trailers to all these videos. I know it just sounds like I'm just talking about them, but I'm really just trying to describe the trailers to you guys and let you all know what movies are actually coming out. So to wrap up the month of July 30th, a movie called Jungle Cruise will be released in theaters. Jungle Cruise stars Emily Blunt and Dwayne Johnson. Emily Blunt's character is trying to find this mystic like tree or forest or something. It can really help aid in modern medicine, so she's really trying to get it. The Rock is basically just, I guess, a sailor based on the trailer. It's a very different role than what he's used to. I would honestly say The Rock will take on any role, and people are going to see it because it's The Rock. The movie seems interesting, don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't seem like something that I would watch willingly. And this is also a Disney movie, so it will be on Disney Plus and in theaters as well. That's gonna wrap up today's video. Just to recap, July 2nd is going to be Fear Street 1, 1994 on Netflix, and Forever Purge in theaters. July 9th will be Black Widow on Disney Plus and in theaters, as well as Fear Street Part 2, 1978, which will be on Netflix. July 16th will be Space Jam 2, New Legacy, which will be in theaters, Escape Room 2, which is in theaters, and also Fear Street Part 3, 1968 on Netflix will also be released that day. July 23rd will be G.I. Joe Origins Snake Eyes, which will be only in theaters, and Old, which will also only be in theaters. Last but not least, we have July 30th, which will be Jungle Cruise, which will be on Disney Plus and theaters. If you guys want to see more of me talking about movies to come in the months, please let me know. I will be happy to do that towards the end of each month to talk about the next month. I can also review any of the movies. Y'all just let me know what y'all want me to do. I can also talk about movies I watched in June, because I watched a couple of movies and shows in June that I have some strong opinions on. Guess that wraps up today's video. It was a pleasure talking to you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. And don't forget to watch the trailers to these movies. Form your guys' opinion. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree, if you guys think it's worth seeing, or if it's worth waiting. So, till then, see you guys later. Bye.